The first few days were a blur of fear and humiliation. Stripped of my royal garments, I was given rough-spun clothes that scratched against my skin. My days were spent cleaning the very halls I once graced as a princess, scrubbing floors stained with the blood of my people. The irony was a bitter taste in my mouth, a constant reminder of my fall. His name was Kale. I learned it not from him, but from the hushed whispers of the other servants, humans who had survived the attack and were now forced into servitude alongside me. They kept their heads down, their eyes filled with a mixture of fear and resentment towards their new masters, the werewolves who now roamed the castle as if it were their own. Kale rarely spoke to me directly, but his presence was a constant weight. His amber eyes would follow me as I worked, a silent, predatory gaze that made my skin crawl. Sometimes he would issue curt commands, his voice cold and devoid of any emotion. Clean this. Fetch that. Stay out of my sight. Each order was a fresh sting, a deliberate act of stripping away my former identity. The other werewolves were different. Some were openly cruel, sneering at my attempts to perform tasks I had never done before. Others were indifferent, treating me as no more than a piece of furniture. But it was Kale's silent authority, the way even the most brutal of his kind deferred to him, that truly terrified me. One evening, as I was serving the werewolves their meal, raw meat that made my stomach churn, one of them, a hulking brute with scars crisscrossing his face, grabbed my arm. His grip was like iron, and his breath reeked of blood. "Look at this little thing," he sneered, pulling me closer. The fallen princess. Bet she tasted sweet before she went sour. Fear choked me, but before I could react, a low growl echoed through the hall. Kale stood in the doorway, his eyes glowing with a dangerous light. "Let her go, Boren," he commanded, his voice dangerously soft. Boren hesitated, then reluctantly released my arm, a grudging respect in his eyes. Kale approached, his gaze never leaving Boren. "She is mine to command. Boren, touch her again without my permission, and you will regret it." Boren grunted and turned away, muttering under his breath. Kale's gaze then shifted to me, his expression unreadable. He didn't offer any words of comfort, didn't even acknowledge my fear. He simply turned and left the hall. His intervention surprised me. It wasn't kindness. I knew that. It was possessiveness. I was his trophy, his reminder. And in that moment, a chilling realization dawned on me. My servitude wasn't just about humiliation. It was about control. Complete and utter control by the Alpha who had shattered my world.